welcome to this episode of DEALTAXI. Today I brought Chiara from the startup Nightingale AI. Hey Chiara, nice to have you.
Hi.
Could you tell us a bit about your startup, please?
Of course. So I'm Chiara from Nightingale AI. We enable pharma companies and university clinics to reach patients for their clinical trials in outpatient practices. And we do that using AI technologies.
Sounds cool. Could you tell me maybe a bit more when we are in the taxi?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay.
Looking forward to it.
Okay, cool. Then let's hop in.
Nice to see you. God. You up for a ride?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Here in the middle. I brought two persons today. I brought a founder and one investor that urgently needs to go to get to his car in the car park. maybe we can go there, but like really quick because he has such an important appointment. Is it okay to to drive?
So
there?
we go the usual route, or just so we just like go directly?
Maybe he tells you.
Okay, so we will just like start and then I will find it out.
Nice. I'm going to start this time. My name is Andjela.
Hi,
nice to meet you. And I'm working with and for Capacura, which is an impact pre-seed and seed investor in Germany.
Yep.
And we are focusing on impact startups, which I think you fit in perfectly.
Absolutely.
And our ticket sizes on average are between 200 all the way up to 500K per investment.
Awesome. Great. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Who wants to go in?
Want to go on? I'm Zanke. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. And I'm a private investor, business angel, an angel investor. Mostly looking at things that I think I know more about than other things.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Oliver.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I used to be a founder myself.
Awesome.
Retired. Now I'm running the family office, investing some occasionally in startups as a business angel, and trying to do my best to support them.
Okay, awesome. That sounds well. Yeah, so nice to meet you all. My name is Chiara. I'm from Nightingale AI. We establish clinical trials and clinical research in outpatient practices. So the biggest problem in clinical trials at the moment is patient recruitment. So as you might know, almost 80% of clinical trials are delayed because they can't find the right patients. So you might wonder, what does that do? Of course, it costs pharma companies millions in lost revenue per week. And how does it happen right now? So if you're not sitting in a taxi, you might be sitting in a subway. So there you can see advertisements of different clinical trials, and you can scan the QR code there and get in touch there. Or you might already be a very informed patient and look up your own disease and then find different patient platforms where you can sign up to trials. And through these ways, you basically self-select into trials. You go to the study centers where the doctors have to examine you, do tests, and check the inclusion and exclusion criteria. And then sadly, often they find out that you don't actually fit the trial and they have to send you away again. And the other way to recruit for clinical trials is by manual work of the doctors at the study sites, which is mostly the university clinics. So they check the medical records, the inclusion and exclusion criteria, and then most of the times actually phone the patients manually. So what we want to do is bring this all to the outpatient practices where the patients have to go every 3 months anyway to get their medications. So we talk to outpatient neurologists, that's where we start, bring them flyers like this and posters. So you can actually scan the QR code there and you will get to an AI agent. And this AI agent knows the different neurological diseases, the different clinical trials taking place, and can already pre-screen you, checking the inclusion and exclusion criteria. And if the patient's fit, transfer you to the nearest study site. And through these methods, we want to reach the remaining patients we are not reaching right now. And speed up the medical treatment and get the new medication to the market faster. Talking about the market, as you might know, the clinical trial market is $84.6 billion, and we're starting in neurology because this is where we have our network, and in Europe because this is also where the biggest need is, where we have our network, where we can start well. Our business model involves a mix of base and usage licenses, mainly for pharma companies. And we are already starting with Sanofi right now. They have 2 multiple sclerosis trials going on. So we are going to 15 different study centers throughout Germany and bringing these flyers to the study centers and the outpatient practices. We also have 2 research projects with the university clinics in Düsseldorf and at the Berlin Charité, which is also the Exist Founders Stipend, which finances us 3 founders for the next year until September. So we have a little bit of time until we actually have need for more money.
Nice.
And with these projects, we have around 200K income signed already, where we can finance ourselves. So right now, we are talking to angel investors and pre-seed funds to raise a 400K pre-seed round, which will close in the beginning of next year. And that's what we're going to use to do regulatory compliance, grow the team, and also put more flyers in outpatient practices. Yeah, so if you're interested, let me know. Let's talk. Happy to have your questions.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you for the pitch and the detailed explanation. I mean, now you're also kind of distributing flyers like the other suppliers or other, in a different way, obviously, because you have a broader data bank, I would say, or database. But in the end, is this really the go-to-market strategy of yours? Like, what if this doesn't work? What is your plan B?
Our plan B, what we're also actually doing in parallel, is integrating into the systems that the outpatient practices have. So we're talking to the different practice information systems, Medatix, Doctolib, and CGM to integrate. But this solution is just way faster on the market because it's easier in the data protection offices.
Then I would say Oliver probably has a perfect question for you.
Which would you have in mind? The data
retrieving?
Security.
Yes.
Yeah. The question we already had an idea before is: do you get the data in the medical centers?
So in this solution, the patients basically talk to the chatbot themselves.
And you get it from the patients here. But if you're going into the medical centers to cooperate with them, you, at least I think I understand it that way, you intend to have access to the data they have.
Well, you can run that algorithm actually in the study center, so the data doesn't leave the study center.
But still there, will you get that access in the data center?
Yeah. So when you work together with hospitals, they can give you the access to that data. And there is different software providers, for example, Tiplo, we've talked to them, and they have this kind of APIs that if you go to them with a hospital, they can make it happen. Yeah, but that's kind of like a future thing.
So there's no currently ERM with a medication record integration?
Not really, no, because the people on the hospitals do this themselves. Like if you are already at the hospital, the doctors will talk to you about clinical trials.
Yeah.
So what we need is it in the outpatient practices.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's super interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of different details that also we still need to figure out. For example, what is the main motivation of the outpatient doctors? So we're talking to them and they're like, yeah, of course we want to help patients, but we also want to get the patients that are not responding well to the medication that we have outside of our offices, because they return and we can't get money for them because we only get money for them once a quarter. So actually this is kind of what we are figuring out together with the doctors and what will make this business model work.
I see. But once again, I have very big doubts that you will get the patient data from Tiplo, for example, because they are very strict.
Yeah,
and
as they should be.
As they should be. But what if that doesn't work? How will you get the patient's data? It's gonna be, you probably need to have an exclusive contract or, I don't know, some other terms and conditions negotiated with Tiplo or other service providers like, I don't know which were there, but some other KISS systems. There are probably also some in Switzerland, and I would be very careful and really deep dive into that issue and the conversations. But your market entry is more like going to the doctors' practices, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's different thing. But also there might be this problem.
Sorry to interrupt, but we arrived at the middle destination of the investor I brought, and he will leave now.
I jump out, but I love your concepts. You get a green card from me.
Awesome.
And I will stop in a second. Just like, give me
Super
give me a little
interesting.
time.
I've been working in clinical trials for 20 years.
Oh, great. So maybe you can, we can exchange again, and I can get a little bit of that knowledge.
Definitely.
Yeah, awesome. Cool.
Thanks a lot. I have to jump out.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Sorry for it. Just a second.
Bye-bye.
For your time.
Bye.
Okay, so we continue.
So at the moment, we're concentrating on this because this is what the pharma company pays us to do. And here we don't really need to worry about where the data comes from because the patients give the data themselves.
And what are you then right now doing differently than the software version you mentioned?
We're addressing the doctors, the outpatient doctors, because we can use them as...
You're doing the advertising in their
practices, yes.
So
yes.
that's the difference.
That's the difference. Because like when I'm in
Couldn't
a patient...
anybody do that?
They need to get the trust of the doctors first. Because if you ring them, they don't really trust you because you're just some guy. So we're working together with this one. This is a neurologist in Düsseldorf, and he's basically one of the leaders in the field. He knows all the doctors. And so, for example, I'm just telling you an example from last week. We talked to the university clinic in Münster, and they were like, Mark studied with us. Let's just do it. Send us 40 flyers and 10 posters, and we're going to distribute it ourselves. And so, like, this is what we need to do to be successful in healthcare. We need to leverage the networks that they already have and get the trust of the doctors and the patients by reference, by being in that field, talking to the study centers also, so they can get their studies in that system. And
Understood.
that's the current status.
Yes.
Okay, we are arriving at the Impact Hub. So this is our final destination. What are your...
I have some more questions.
I will give it a yellow.
Happy to discuss more. That's great.
Very good.
Bye. Hey, Chiara, I would say this was a pretty cool ride.
Absolutely.
Very, very coincidentally, very successful, I would say. Yeah,
I'm happy.
Okay, cool. I'm so happy to make you happy.
Aww.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, have a nice day too.
Thank you for watching today's DEALTAXI episode. Our DEALTAXI today was sponsored by Nextmove and the location by Impact Hub Berlin. Please check our website for more and see you in the next episode.